Now that we've created our extra level, we can add the floors to it. So if I pop back to I'm going to start with the bedroom level. I'm going to start creating a floor. Now, the reason I'm on the bedroom level is because the second that I click the floor tool, which is in architecture and floor, you can see that over here we've got some constraints, the properties of our floor. And if I'm on the floor level, sorry, the bedroom level, it will automatically presume that that's the level I want to draw on. Now, I can change it later simply by clicking on the floor, coming over to the properties and swapping it, but it's easier just to get it right the first time. Now I'm going to create a floor type. I'm going edit type, duplicate, and I'm going to call it 0 so that we know that we've named it ourselves, conch slab. Now later on you'll be adding a floor finish of your choice that you design and create, but this will be the structure that your floor finish goes on. So I've called it 0 concrete slab. I've edited the structure. If I click on this little preview tab, you can see I get a few choices. Now the function is how we tell Rabbet what it does. So you can see that we say, yeah, this is a structural part of the material or the floor. Sorry, not material. The material is what it's made from, so we'll come back to that in a sec, and the thickness is whatever thickness our floor is. So let's just make it 100 for the moment. As this is an existing concrete slab and we're not designing it, it's just important that we've got one there and it looks about right. I'm going to click on the material now, so at the moment no material is assigned. Let's give it a little second. Okay, now up here, if I type in CONC for concrete, what I've got, this is the Rabbet Library. I can't remember if we've looked at this yet, but this is the Rabbet Library that comes as a default. Anything with a 0 is something that I've already created. As you come down, you'll see that there's a number of choices. So if I type in conch, you'll see that there's some choices. Now, just to explain further and quickly, this is your template file. So these are additional materials that you're able to use. And if you want to find something in here, that's good, but you'll need to double click, and which will then make it appear in the library, and then you can choose it. So I'm going to choose concrete cast in situ because that's what it is. It's concrete. Cast in situ means poured on site. And just to finish off, you can see concrete cast in situ is probably one that I've actually created myself. There is another one that I've just renamed. What is important is that the cut pattern has the appropriate hatch pattern. So if yours doesn't do that, I want you to click on that cut pattern and choose AR concrete. It's a drafting pattern, AR concrete. And now it's giving me a little preview, which is a bit boring, and OK, and OK, and I can start drawing my floor. So the bedroom one, when I look at it, the flooring, there's a stair just in line with this face of the wall. So if I click, and you can see I'm using pick walls here, if I click there and then drag that line down, now pick walls means that Rabbet understands that it belongs to a wall, and if I edit the wall, the floor will automatically update, and it's exactly what we want in this situation. So my floor is going to sit up at bedroom level, and it's sitting on the inside face. Actually, it would possibly go, let's just change that for a sec, medium, and change that detail level to medium. It actually, I'm just using these little flip arrows, extend into wall core. It should sit on this side of the timber stud. That's timber stud. This is brickwork on the outside. The concrete slab would actually sit there with the timber stud sitting on top of it. I've now finished my floor. It must be a closed loop, so each one of these lines must be one line between each vertex. No lines over lines, no gaps, no lines that do this. Any of those things, it won't work. So it must be a clean closed loop. Big green tick to finish it off. If you've accidentally clicked off that tab, by the way, just remember when it's grayed out, when you see pink lines, you're actually in a command, and go back to your contextual tab. That's the bright green one. That's the only tab that you should need while you're in that command, because it puts together all of the tools that you will need. Big green tick. So when I'm in this, I either cancel because I'm finished, or I don't want to finish it, or a green tick because I've finished drawing the wall outline, and no. Okay, now I'm going to do my next one. I'll pop down to ground level, or ground floor. Where am my floor? I'll use peg lines. First three are easy. And I click on this one, and again I'm using my trim tool, or TR, clicking on the sides of the lines I want to keep. Alright, so I'm clicking here. And you can see that it will do a few things, but essentially wherever it meets, wherever that intersection is, it's neat and clean and tidy. I'm going to hit escape a few times, use my flip arrows to go to that side of the wall. I'm making sure that the line for the upper floor and the line for the lower floor are in line, so there's no gaps. And big green tick to finish it off. Let's go and have a look at the finished product. I'm typing in SD for shaded view, and you can see I've got a higher level floor and a lower level floor.